Wattlewood, our residential subdivision in Carrum Downs, remains our biggest project. Stage 1 was completed about 18 months ago, and housing was completed about August in the previous year. Importantly, 21 of our existing residents on site have been rehoused, and by all accounts they're very happy in their brand new homes. We're currently working on the next 2 stages of the project concurrently. They'll be drawing to a close towards the end of this year. By the middle of next year we should have sufficient housing constructed to deal with the rest of our on-site residents, and we all know they've been waiting very patiently for their brand new homes as well, so we look forward to that date. It's a way of demonstrating what housing associations can do when they take that developer role, when they're able to earn some revenue that they can then reapply into the construction of social housing, and that is indeed what's happening at Wattlewood. We've finished stage 1, which was the 19 units that were recently officially opened. There is a stage 2 to the project, which is another 4 dwellings on an adjacent site, and we've just started site works there. So about the middle of next year we look forward to being able to utilise those for Sydney Myer Haven. And of course we have the Administrative and Education Centre, which is still subject to the planning process. Once we get through that, we would expect that should be ready about the same time. So then we'll have a fully complete project. Aside from the range of disability compliant housing that we've already produced over the years, this particular project is our first master planned, specifically designed for particular targets. It's had a lot of input from all of the partners that are involved from the design phase. We got a planning permit in May this year, and our civil works are essentially complete, and we're just on the verge of appointing a builder so we can get started with the construction on site. Again, somewhere around about the middle of next year, we should hopefully be complete or very close to it. All of those 3 projects have been on brownfield sites, and with brownfield sites where there's been previous occupation or previous development, you always expect a range of issues, and these sites are no different. The real challenge comes in not what you expect or what you substantially expect, it's what comes up that you don't expect. Every project goes through them. The reality is some issues are bigger than others, and generally things tend to have a snowballing effect. So it's really important to get on top of these matters and get them under control. Otherwise you spend a lot of time chasing issue upon issue upon issue. Look, I think as we went through the nation building economic stimulus package funding for social housing, we were dealing in a really high volume, time constrained environment. I think we learnt an awful lot about the development under pressure. You know, we've done a lot of hard work in improving our processes and our systems, and that's obviously on a continual improvement cycle. And really I think the result of that is showing up in our more recent projects where, you know, even when things have gone wrong, we've been able to manage them very effectively. So, you know, our knowledge gained over the years has positioned us quite well to move forward into the future. The most significant thing on the horizon is the government has been dealing with their own policy issues around low-income household housing. You know, by all accounts, there are some announcements that'll be made probably in 2016, which will, we certainly hope, will provide opportunities for affordable housing associations to assist the government with developments, redevelopments and management of the public housing portfolio, which we all know certainly needs some attention and some expansion, and they'll be our aims. we look forward to seeing the opportunities that present themselves in the very near future.